Good morning, everyone. Oh, happy Tuesday. Have any of you had your bodies aching so much? And I'm not talking about a funny way of making this sound or putting this. I mean, spiritually. How many of you out there have actually had a spiritual awakening? I've had mine. Mine first started in 2019, my very first one. I have had now three that I'm aware of. Oh, damn. And it is. Well, like, what happened last night was. I hate to say it like this, but I guess it's like what nightmares are made of. And it's just. I wouldn't want to wish this on my enemies if I have any enemies. I wouldn't want to wish this on anyone. I swear. It was absolutely brutal. Oh, I feel a little exhausted. My muscles feel a little tired, but that's okay. Um, Whew, it's like I felt like I was breaking on the inside. Like everything on in the inside of me, from head to toe, was just crunching like a can of soda. That's the best way I can put it. I felt like something was just smushing me, like a compactor, like a car. And it just got worse and worse. Like that was the third or fourth day I was feeling this pain, and last night was the precipice of it, the climax of it. It was just brutal. Um, like I was crying so hard and hyperventilating where I just was like just numb. I was so numb because it hurt so bad, and I was just praying for it to go away. And it's just like, oh my god, what is happening to me? So of course I asked for questions. Excuse me. And it said, you're going through a spiritual detox. I was like, oh, great. I mean, gee, it's not a laughing matter. It's really not. It hurts. It hurts so bad. It's like your spirit is just. It's like a snake shedding its skin. But in the human sense, we're just detaching from our old self and birthing into the new self of this planet, of ourselves, of our spiritual journey. And it's like, this hurts. This is like the worst pain I've ever experienced. And it's like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But I've always read spiritual growth is never pleasant. Spiritual growth is never an easy go to. It's never. It's a nightmare. It really is. Like the first time I had my spiritual awakening in 2019, I was with my ex and we were at a restaurant. And of course, you don't know when this shit's gonna hit. You have no idea when this is gonna hit. And when it hits hard. It's unannounced. And I sat at the table at this rib country. He was in front of me. And all of a sudden, it just felt like the best way I could think of it and put it is if you've ever been to the ocean and you're like, I don't know, I like deep water. So I like to go up to my shoulders and to my chest. But that wave that hits you from all sides is the best way I can put it. And no matter how hard you try to swim out of it or get out of it, you can't. You're stuck. And you're like frozen. And you're like, what happened to me was I was hearing everyone's thoughts, seeing everyone's memories, from men to women to children to our waitress. And it just was, I felt sadness, happy, confused, jealousy, overwhelmed. I felt so much, and it was just, I guess the look on my face worried him, and rightfully so. And oh my god, it was. I said, I can't be here. I can't do this. And he's like, what are you talking about? We just ordered our food. You were just fine a few minutes ago. I says, I know. Let's take her food to go. I can't be here. I gotta go. We gotta go. And it lasted for about 3 hours. This anxiety, this feeling of the ocean hitting me from all sides of my body. And he didn't understand. He just went into his room, or the second bedroom, he converted it into a gaming room. Like, you need 2 gaming rooms, but whatever. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? So I'm asking Google, this is what I'm feeling. What do I do? How do I make it go away? And I said my emotions, this, that, and the other, how long it's lasted. And it said, you might be going through an awakening. And I was like, an awakening? You might be an empath. And I was like, a what? A what? I was like, what the hell's an empath? And it's like a whole new world reality. And it's like, so I had to go through all that. And then I had a second one with him. We went to the Sandbar, I think. Yeah, that's what it was called. He liked his bars. I didn't. He liked drinking and screwing and drugs. But that's his path, not mine. So we played cornhole, and of course I was jealous. I was a little tipsy, but I saw him, of course, looking, and he's like, no, I'm not, you are mine, and reassuring me. But I knew better. After you've seen the claw marks on their backs, and you've tasted something different on him, and you smelled something different on him, and your psychic senses are seeing other people in that house, and that feeling, that energy that's not yours, you just know. But anywho, I had another moment, and we were at this bar. He had some friends that apparently were there, and I couldn't help it. It just hit me like a tidal wave, a wave. And now I'm embarrassed. I can't control it. I can't. It just happens. And the chills, such deep chills, and I was shaking and I was crying, but I wasn't upset. I was just emotionally going through this feeling, trauma, whatever the hell it is. All these people around me, I was feeling their energy. And I was hearing their thoughts, feeling their intoxication, and just, it was overwhelming me. And I says, I can't be here. Please, give me the keys to the car. I'll wait for you in the car. And he says, he got mad. He's like, stop embarrassing me in front of everyone. I've got people here that know me, and you're acting this way? I was like, I can't help it. And I took his hand. And I said, listen, I love you, and I am so sorry, but you have got to understand. I don't know what the hell's going on here, and I am just going, I'm sorry. Woo! It's just happening against my control. And I just can't be in this bar. I can't. The energy is just so intoxicating. Not in a good way at all. And he says, I don't want you to stay in the car. I want you to be here with me. I want you to enjoy yourself. I says, I'm trying to enjoy myself. Trust me, I want to enjoy myself here with you and whomever is here. But I've got to get out of here. Like, I was freaking out. He says, what do you need? What do I have to do to make you stay? Like, please help me. Help me understand what you're going through. I'm sorry, it just... I don't know if he said that out of love because he was afraid for me, or that he just did it for himself because he didn't want to be embarrassed by his friends, by me, which I'm not trying to do that by any means, I promise you. That's just silly. But he'd always say, you cry too much. Well, you know what? When you're a spiritual person, you're going to go through a lot of emotions. That's why I have to take baths, a lot of baths, so I can level my energy, so I can disperse the frequency that I feel. Anyways, I says, order me something hot. I'm cold. And he says, it's 90 degrees outside. It's 70s, whatever. I said, I know, but I am cold. Please, get me something hot to drink. Get me a coffee. Get me a burger. I need something to put my energy with whatever. So he did that, and it didn't go away. It did not go away. He says, I'll order you a drink. I says, I don't want a drink. I don't need that toxins. I don't. I'm already going through enough as it is, and I appreciate you. I love you, and I'm sorry, but I don't know what is going on. I don't know what I need, but I need something. I says, I need to sit in the car, please. I need to be away from this energy. And of course, he didn't respect my wishes. So of course it was about him. That's okay. Anyways, yesterday night, was like, it was actually a buildup of 3 days. And it was like, I just got worse and worse and worse. And it was like I said, the precipice climax of it. And I was having convulsions. And it's like, holy shit. Am I dying? Because I felt like I was dying. And my mother's like, you're not eating enough. You're too skinny. You're starving yourself. You know, I'm having nightmares about you. Like, I'm in a cyclone and I can't hold your hand, and you're just like in a tornado, just going out away from my grasp, and I can't hold you, and I'm losing you. I'm sorry. The thing is, when it comes to these dreams, so sorry. They are all symbolic, and they're in a way kind of just like a metaphor for our spiritual journey. That's just how I feel. This is how it makes me feel. Because it's like, no matter how hard you try, every individual on this planet is on their own spiritual path. Regardless if you live in the same house or not. Regardless if you're blood or not. It's about the individual and what they have to do to grow, to ascend to a higher frequency. This is how I feel. And how it makes me understand things. And I'm not just trying to rinse and repeat and just say it from what others have said. I'm just showing you, and I'm just saying how it makes me feel by what I've literally just gone through. And it's like, and I can't make her understand. And it's frustrating to me because I'm alone in this. And I don't want to be. I don't want to lose my mom. I don't want to lose my family, my brother. I don't want to have the divide. You know? And it's like she's worried of me slipping out of her hands. And I told her, that was your dream. I'm sorry you feel that way, but Mom, this is my spiritual path. There's a reason why I'm a healer. There's a reason why I'm a massage therapist. There's a reason why I love hands-on work, because I heal. But of course it transfers to me, and it just, it builds. And if I don't take a bath, or if I don't lay on the ground on earth, I think this was the outcome of me not grounding. I was grounding, but I didn't ground for the past 3 days, which, I don't know. I could blame myself till the cows come home. But anyways, she shared that nightmare with me, and I shared my nightmare with her, which wasn't a nightmare because I accepted it for what it was. And this happened in 2023, and I'm so sorry. I'm sure if you go back into my videos, I don't know what I have it titled under, but if I find it, I'll tag or link it in the bio below. My dream, it was where there was a split in the earth. I was on one side. My mother and my brother were on the other. And the ground split and we were apart. And I was accepting of the fact that this was happening, and I was saddened to know that they couldn't be on my side of the planet to come with me. And it was so real. Like, I felt like when I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, is the world really splitting? Like, what is going on? I had to check. Because I'm thinking to myself, maybe I just dreamt of having an earthquake or something. Or I don't know what. But it's like I had to check to make sure everything was okay in the house or outside. But it's like, I can share with you all my experiences and how I'm feeling and what I'm going through and what I'm dreaming and what I'm tasting, seeing, hearing. Like last night, I was playing the solo frequencies of 9 hours of the harmonics. And a voice came to me last night. It was a male voice, and it said 925. And I was like, what does that mean? And it could be a time, it could be a date, it could be a moment in your life, it could be something happening around you. It could even be a number on a license plate. Validating something is here for you, something is clarifying. I'm sorry, I'm so sore. My muscles are just so tight. I feel like I need a massage, but I don't want people touching me. I really don't. Spiritual detox is just shit. It really is. It is. Ugh, God. But anyways, and I was cold. I had chills like running throughout my whole body. I'm not sick. I'm not. It's just from what I've read and what I've researched, these spiritual experiences are that as if you are getting sick or you are coming down with something. And you're having downloads. You're having uploads. You're shedding your old self and into a new perspective of life. It's just the way I look at it. But, yeah. So if any of you have ever experienced these kind of moments in your life or around you or seen it or, also heard of it, please comment in the section below. Have you had your spiritual awakening yet? That's what I want to know. And the thing was, yesterday, all of my coworker females, there's only one male, all of the females were having, except myself, were having, except for another one I think too, but she was having chills and body aches. So she might be going through her spiritual awakening too. I don't know. But the rest of them were having toothaches on whatever side. And I think to myself, oh my God, that sounds horrible. So, it's okay. I just I want to eat something, but I don't want to. Because it's like, to me, it's if I eat something, then it's going to stop the detoxing. I don't want to, pass out or have my electrolytes off balance, but I have salt water electrolytes from that horse Equian that I'm drinking slowly. And I'm holding it in my mouth and just swishing it around and just holding it. Because they say that the lining in your cheeks is very absorbent. And that makes sense. Because remember the Listerine that burns like crazy and it hurts your salivary glands over here? Well, whenever I would use that chemical compound that actually washes floors, it would strip the cheek muscle, the cheek tissue. And I would be wondering why I'm having this film coming out of my mouth. And I would think to myself, oh, it's getting rid of the bad bacteria. No, sweetheart. It is getting rid of the highly sensitive tissue that is highly absorbent. And that toxin that you're holding and swishing in your mouth and gums is going through your system, through your tissue of your cheeks. So, yeah. But they won't tell you that, now will they? No. Because it's not profiting for them. But what I do now is I wash my mouth with clove oil or clove water. I'll take some cloves and I'll boil some water, take like 4 or 5 cloves. It doesn't take much. And I will take that, have it lukewarm, and then swish it in my mouth, hold it, and then swallow. Or you could spit it out, whichever you want. But it also makes me wonder, I've been drinking clove water for the past about week, give and take, and it makes me wonder if I've poisoned myself indirectly, accidentally, through this clove water. But I don't think I did. I don't know. I hope I didn't. But I've been drinking green tea, coffee, water, clove water. Elderberries mixed with chamomile and lavender for a good night's sleep. But that's basically it. So yeah. So if you guys are having any kind of spiritual awakening or these kind of situations, please let me know. I would like to hear from you. I'd like to know what you're going through. Not like it's any of my business, but I'm just here to let you know that you are not alone. Even though we are alone here, that doesn't mean we're not alone in the galaxy. It doesn't mean we're not alone spiritually. You know, something is always with us, regardless if we realize it or not, regardless if we are aware or we hear. Like, I always ask for confirmation when I hear a bang on a wall. Like, okay, is that you? If that was, I don't know what it is. It's a house spirit, I think. Please do that again. And it does. It will bang. She will bang! No, but anyways, I'm sorry. But also, I had a nightmare, too. And this nightmare was where I was walking through this place and these people were just like gray-eyed and like just dead. They had tattoos and piercings, and they were just like lifeless. They were like NPCs, I guess is the best way I can put it. Or zombies, but without the detach of the skin. And I walked and I was like, what the hell is going on? Why am I here? And I'm thinking to myself, I hope I am not dead. I hope I haven't died. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, you know, I don't want to die. I don't want to be here. I don't deserve this. I don't want it. But then I looked it up, of course, Googled it, Gemini'd it. And it said that these kind of dreams are symbolic, saying that with what you've just been through with this process of your body feeling like it's breaking and shedding its skin, the spiritual awakening, your dream represents the old you of where you used to be. Even I said, but I didn't see myself in that situation. And I said, it doesn't matter. This was the old place that you were in, and you left it behind. And I was like, okay, because there was drugs, there was sex, there was violence, it was so wrong. And the stench, oh my God, it was dirty. And it was like, oh my God, this is so sad. And it was so empty and hollow. And it was disgusting. And so, yeah, it said that's the old place. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I even be here? Or I don't know what it means. I really don't. It's just, I don't ever want to see that place again. I really don't. Or dream about it. Ugh. I don't. But anyways, like they say, out with the old, in with the new. So I'm still on my 7-year path to breaking soul ties. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, what I know of and what I've seen and asked questions for is when it comes to the 7-year tie, soul tie, it breaks. If you wait 7 years and you have no sex, you do nothing, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing, and you detox, you cleanse, you ground yourself, you purify your vessel, it resets your whole, I don't want to say circadian rhythm, but your whole being, and you shed the old. And those people who you've been involved with within back to back, whatever the hell it is, are no longer a part of you. There's a severed tie. And therefore you are clean. So it makes me wonder if that's what my dream was about, or maybe this torturing feeling I had last night was me severing those ties. Because I mean, this year will be 6 years, October the 3rd, but there's many, well, several, a few. So it's like, okay, because you know they say, which I don't agree, in order to get over one, you gotta get under another, which is not a good idea. It makes everything worse. It really does. Just be you and be by yourself for a while. Just get to know you. So yeah, I'm just taking care of myself and just looking out for myself, because who else is? And I'm not gonna be around that toxic crap. It's not worth it. You know, I'm better than that. So that's what that means, and it makes me wonder. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was what the torture, bodily, spiritual feeling was. I wouldn't be surprised. But if that is what that is, then I've already made it. Yay! Severed all ties to my past histories. Yay, I'm purified. But I'm going to ground myself later today, and I'm just going to be in peace of nature. Listen to the birds and just feel the harmonic frequencies of the earth. And just be with my German. So, he's 14 years old this year. 14 years old German. I love you, baby. I love you. Congratulations. Yeah, he had an accident when I got home, and I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I opened the door to the deck, and instead of going out to the deck, he shits in the house and pees in the house. It's like, ah! So, yeah. But that's okay, you know. He waited that long, and I'm proud of him. But it's all taken care of. So, you know, it makes you wonder how long human years that is in for a 14-year-old German. Yeah, 14 times 7. I don't know how that is. Every 7 years they age. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how the dogs age so quickly. But I honestly do believe the vaccines don't help them. Because I got actually a message in my mailbox saying, oh, bring in Lily, my mom's pit bull Dalmatian mix, for her vaccines. And I'm like, no, you will not inject my mom's dog with poisons. No, she's fine. She doesn't stay outside. She doesn't go hunting outside. She stays inside the house, and we play outside, and she comes back in. There's no need for these toxic chemicals and metals to be inside her system anymore. One shot is good for 30 years. One shot. That should say a lot. Regardless of the weight of the animal, that's not right. That is so toxic. And I refuse. I'm sorry. The only time I'll take my dogs to the vet is when it is absolutely life-threatening. But other than that, take your vaccines and shove them. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just speaking my truth. I love my dogs. And if cats can live 30 years, but they only live 10 to 15 or 10 to 12 or 13, there's something wrong there. That is something wrong there. And that's just how I feel. It doesn't make sense. But they're making their money by their dog food, their cat food, their vaccines, their crap, their flea treatments. And it's like there's got to be natural remedies to this. And now I'm finding out that catnip, which I'm growing in a large abundance of, actually helps deter fleas and ticks from animals, even humans. Mosquitoes don't like catnip because it's like a peppermint family. Ticks, fleas don't like catnip because of the smell. And I'm like, well, hot shit, I'm going to plant this all over my property because you know what? Thou shalt not pass. I have power and I'm going to spread it. And I have plenty of seeds this year because I shared them with my co-workers last year. I'm going to share them again, and I'm going to spread more seeds in my yard and have that shit grow, because there are natural remedies to deter pests, and we just don't know of them yet because they don't want us to know, because they want us dependent on the system. When the system's here to design to kill us. Animals, beloveds, whatever it is. And you know what? I'm not putting up with that. I will headbutt that system and I'll put it down if I have to, regardless. But, I'm not. No, you have no power here. No. I say no to your system. Your crapola. Headbutt because I'm a Capricorn. But yeah. No more shit. Anyways, y'all do good. Be you. Stand your ground. Claim your power. Hold the space. Like I said, if you've ever gone through these kind of spiritual awakenings, please share your experience here. I would love to hear about them because we have all gone through something or another, and it's just, we need to speak about it. We need to talk. We need to have others know it's okay to express how you feel. It's okay to feel this way. Don't be afraid. Being in fear is not creating. Creation is the way of life, and that's what God intended, or the isness intended. Creation is life, and that's what we are. We are life. So keep creating, keep doing you. Be loved, have love, share love, spread love. I love you. All right? Take care. Bye.